The pineapple, which is our heritage. The pineapple, the way you wear your hair right now, this is our heritage. It's all spiritual.
Right.
We do these things subconsciously, without realizing. We don't mean to do it. I just happen to do it.
Right.
See, in your blood, there's memory. 75% water. The earth is 75% water. Your water has memory. Post-traumatic PTSD.
Right.
Post-traumatic slave syndrome. You are connected. You are your ancestors.
That's
whoever
right.
they are. You are them. You feel what they felt.
Yes.
But when a crowd of black people come to the number one city in the whole world to know about Gullah, he gonna tell you, everybody gonna tell you, it's from West Africa to Charleston. That's what Gullah is, from West Africa to Charleston. All right, well, you know, I just want to make sure I'm right, because black people tend to believe everything without any proof. So from West Africa to Charleston, all that is the slave trade.
That's right.
That's just slavery. Now, West Africa, only one arrow goes into North America. That's Charleston, one arrow. Charleston is the number one destination for the tools that's going to be used to build America. Slaves are tools. Slaves are products. This is the King's insurance company. You got that book, sir? Yes, sir. I wrote this book on the culture because white people write our history. White people write our black history. I wonder why that is. Because they don't want you to know who you are. They can't read our holy book. Our holy book is the Bible now.
Right.
I'm not talking religion. I'm talking history. They cannot read it.
Right.
Only Jacob can read it. Only Jack. Only
That's right. Yaakov.
Psalm 147, 19 and 20. This is a coded book. It's a spiritual book. So I wrote my book using the Charleston Tour Guide Manual and the Apocrypha Bible. That's my sources in this book. I prove what I say or I don't say it. 2020 is time to wake up. The products were gold, silver, ivory, and
slave.
Look at that. This is their insurance company, King Charles II. And today, this insurance company was called the Royal African Company. Today it's called Aetna. I'm glad I mentioned it. If you drown, full coverage. But when all these black people come to hear about Gullah, what is Gullah? This is what you got to know now. It ain't slavery. Gullah is the greatest secret in the world. Master made sure you could never know. Prove it though, prove it. In order to prove this, Google search 1353 Hebrew and hit enter. It's going to tell you. It's going to tell you that Gullah is an ancient Hebrew word.
Right.
Hello, family.
Hello.
How you doing?
Fine. Okay.
Validation?
Yes.
Well, come on in, black people. Welcome. With the pineapple heads. All right. Hallelujah.
All right.
We got one, two.
Back.
Okay, all right.
Yep. So, I'll sit in the back. You sit right here. Your sister sits right there.
Oh, things have changed.
How you
now,
doing,
Alfonso? Right on time. Gullah. What is Gullah? Gullah, the proper way to pronounce Gullah is the law.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Ancient Hebrew, though. This is an ancient Hebrew word. You are either saying the law or you're saying my law. Now, the man they call Jesus, his real name is Yahushua. English is the last language ever invented. This is not a religious tour. This is a history tour. We're talking about the real black man. They call him Jesus.
Right.
There's no J in ancient Hebrew.
That's right.
Yahushua. And our culture, we say, boy, look ya. Look ya, look at ya, boy, look ya. Psalms 82 says, I am God of the Most High God, and you are the God of the Most High God. So I say, look ya, talking to God. I'm saying, look at ya, talking to God. We are goddesses of the Most High God. Yahweh. God, Yahushua, Christ, and Yah is us on the lowest level. of the God. You are the blood now, the blood of that man they call Jesus. The proper way to pronounce this is the law. The law. So Gullah is redemption. Who's the redeemer? God is the redeemer. He sent his son Christ to come and redeem us all. And I'm not talking religion, I'm talking real history.
Right.
He's coming to redeem his people now. So
Right.
So Gullah is redemption, including the right and the object by implication. Relationship. How you related to the Redeemer?
Kindred.
Mom and them. Cousin them. Blood. This is the blood of Jesus. You are blood related to Jesus.
Right.
He bled for you. He died for you. So relationship is kindred. Kindred, redeem, redemption, and right. Anybody can look this up, but you ain't gonna know where to go to find us. They say, don't you never let them know who they are. And if you hear them speaking of their traditions, of their culture, the punishment is the same thing. Whenever we see the slave patrol,
Right.
police patrol,
Right.
same job. I feel funny when I see them now because they don't like me here, for real, they don't. I just got out of jail 2 weeks ago, and Saturday ain't the time to go to jail. I ain't going back today now. KJV is what we read now. How did they kill Jesus? They lynched him.
Yes.
They lynched him.
Yes.
The God of our fathers raised up Jesus, whom you slew and hanged on a tree. The cross is religion. We ain't talking religion. Charleston is the cradle of religion. We got all of the churches, and we are #1 for religion. At the same time, we're #1 for slavery. Religion and slavery go together. That's just a fact. We ain't dealing with no religion. We're dealing with the history that they said you could never know, or you're gonna kill them. In the same way you kill their kid. Oh, wait. Wait, what you just say? Well, they lynched Christ. How did they kill us? Remember now, redemption is Hebrew for Gullah, the law. You know, how do you say Gullah? How do you say redemption in ancient Hebrew? How do you say Gullah in ancient? How do you say redemption in ancient Hebrew? Gullah. The proper way is the law. The law. Or Gullah. So when you see redemption, Gullah is there. Because Christ didn't speak English, he spoke Hebrew.
Right.
There it is. Before we take off, just understand the hanging trees and who we are and our connection. And then we're going to see some things. So they hung Christ on a tree now. Galatians 3:13, they hung us on trees, the strange fruit. Hanging trees all over Charleston, and we're going to see these hanging trees. Christ has redeemed us. Now, redemption in Hebrew is Gullah. Christ is Gullah. Christ has redeemed us from the curse of the law.
Yes.
The law, Gullah. Christ has redeemed us from the curse of the law, being made a curse for us. For it's written, cursed is everybody
that hangeth on the tree.
Who was lynched on the tree. We're going to see our beautiful, beautiful hanging trees. Everywhere, beautiful hanging trees. They come from all over the world just to look at our hanging trees. And they are beautiful. Everything we did is beautiful.
Right.
Our glory, we don't get to appreciate our glory. I'm going to show you the houses that you build the curse and you can build them, but you can't live in them.
Right.
You build them, but you can't live in them. You got a part of Charleston, the most beautiful part of Charleston that you can't even live in. The Battery. Oh, big old Oprah Winfrey tried to buy a house over there. Oprah, billionaire black lady. Harold Belafonte tried, billionaire black man. Several people, you can't buy none. You can build them, but you can't live in them. Oh, Gullah now, once you understand it, the whole Bible looks different once you understand it, but they make sure you don't understand it. All they gave you was religion on Sunday, the first day. Check this out, real simple math. We're going to count to 3. If you were died on Friday, if you were killed on Friday, and you raised 3 days later, what day is that?
It ain't Sunday.
Huh? Monday. So they hung Christ on Friday, Good Friday. And he raised from the dead 3 days later, and we say it was Sunday. Well, who that you worshiping? Because that's 2 days.
Right.
So that man that you worshiping on the Sunday, he's a real person. And he's so happy for his prayers and worshiping. But the real Jesus Christ, Matthew 10:34, he said, when I come back, don't think I'm coming to bring peace.
Right.
That's right.
I'm bringing a sword.
That's what.
That's what he said.
Oh, you lynched me and you lynched mine. I'm coming back, and I ain't bringing happiness for
That's
you.
right.
Oh, I'm redeeming mine.
That's right.
Who are we? You can never know
Hallelujah.
#1 city in the whole world for slave history. number one city in the whole world for slave history. But for us, slavery started in Egypt. You weren't always slaves. You didn't start off as slaves. You were the kings.
Right.
Abraham, that's your family. David, King David, Solomon, that's your family.
That's right.
Africans slaughtered Hebrews and sold you into slavery. Let's hear the row, row, row your boat fairy tale. Every fairy tale is in this book now. Every superhero is in this book now. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily, merrily. Life is a dream for those people that came up in their boats and owned slaves. It's a dream for them. But for you, it's going to be a nightmare. And before it happened, God warned you.
That's right.
It's going to happen. Genesis 15:13.
Come on with it.
And he said unto Abram, know for sure that thy seed, a man's seed is his children. This your nightmare that is coming.
That's right.
Your seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs. And you're going to serve them. They're going to afflict you for
400 years.
Started in 1619 in Virginia.
That's right.
1619 slavery began for you in Virginia under a black sun. The sun turned black. 1619 plus 400. The New Testament. The New Testament. Acts 7 and 6. And God spoke on this situation that his children, the seed of God, now that's the superheroes. Superman, they talk about you.
Right.
Superman is Christ. Batman is King David. Spider-Man is Job. Incredible Hulk is Samson. The seed of God now, the holy people. They ain't regular people now. They're special people.
That's right.
And God said on this situation that the seed, that his seed should sojourn in a strange land. And they're going to bring them into slavery. And they're going to treat them evil 400 years. 1619 plus 400 is 2019. And as soon as 2020 comes, 2020, a perfect vision, America shut down. Oh, shh. Don't shake hands no more. Don't breathe out. I mean, don't put the mask on. Lock up the doors and people gonna die. Now wait a minute. Y'all don't know the story? You don't remember what Moses told your ancestors when you was coming out of Egypt?
Right.
The Pharaoh said they can't go. Who gonna build? Who gonna do the work? You can't go again. God said, now we're gonna show off. Now watch the movie Megamind. When God said He's gonna show off Megamind, they talk about you. Quarantine, Moses said. He said, lock up the door. But if you got some of that blood, you got some of that blood. Go ahead, pick a table. We're gonna play some spades on the inside. If you can't play no spades, don't sit at my table. But if you got some of that blood, let them angels know that they're gonna come and kill up the people who've been stressing you for these 400 years.
Right.
Now they gonna die.
That's right.
So all you gotta do is let the angels know that you got that blood. Sprinkle some over your doorway. Grandmama gonna say, Lord, I plead the blood of Jesus. She gonna spread the blood. If you bleed red, you gonna see red rooftops all over Charleston, representing the blood as above, so below. And if you're not bleeding, your blood is blue. So around Charleston, you're gonna see these houses with blue paints on their ceilings. On the porch, you're gonna see blue on their porch ceilings. The blood. In our culture, the Gullah culture, we were always about symbols. We are the symbol readers. We are the seers.
Right.
The spiritual people. If you dream about fish, what that mean?
Somebody pregnant.
See that? We've been doing it all our life, you know. And I was just showing off my dream book. If you have a dream, you know. See, we play the numbers every day, but if you have a dream, we're going to play more money. We're going to spend more money playing the numbers, because if you have a dream, we know what number going to come. We're going to look it up, go across the street to the number house, and we're going to win all that money. Policeman said, you can't play the numbers no more, because now we done got the lottery. Thank you for that. We are the seers. Spider-Man talk about you before it happens. We know it's going to happen. We got a funny feeling. Huh? 400 years, he said, and 400 years just came. So now we're going to understand what we got coming for us. The Holy Bible, this is the Holy City. Charleston is the Holy City. I wonder why they call it that. Well, we're going to connect the dots. It ain't because we got more churches than Rome. It's because of the blood of the people that built this country.
Right.
Nahum chapter 3, verse 1, woe to that bloody city that's full of lies. What God mean, Alfonso? From West Africa, all them black people now, they ain't going to get nothing about the truth about God. Gullah is the bloodline of Jesus Christ that was lynched on the tree so that you can know that you're going to survive what you're about to go through.
Right.
The strange fruit, We're going to look at them hanging trees. This is the #1 city for garden tours. Garden tours. Garden tours once a year all over the world. They come here to look at our flowers and our trees and our plants, because the fertilizer in this city is you.
My.
#1 city in the whole world. They don't hide that. Welcome to the city where many scholars. This is Charleston visited. This is their website. Their website, cdb.com. Welcome to the city where many scholars argue that the African American experience in North America. African American now. You African American, this is where you're from. They made you. Charleston codes and the Woolly-Lynch letters, the Charleston slave code.
Right.
If you have a family, the man cannot be a part of that family. Ain't gonna be no strong men. It's just gonna be the ladies and the children. Because when I come, I'm gonna have my way. You got a man there. Oh, we got strong men on this. Ain't no strong men in this city. This is the holy city where all the slaves came from. A strong man, huh? I see that spirit in you. No, they're gonna look up to. They can't. No. We got another one, huh? Oh, we see. This is where you're gonna be broken. His name is John C. Calhoun. We just took the statue down. 7th vice president, 40-year politician in Charleston. The blacks in Charleston, we call him John C. Calhoun, because he told the female, if you look away, then you are next for what we're gonna do to your man. Right here in Charleston. We're going to tie one leg to one horse and another leg to a different horse, and at the same time,
wow.
We still wear this right now today.
That's right.
When you gonna wake up? Oh, you going to wake up now. This time to wake up right here.
That's good.
He said, never let them know who they are. So now we're Africans and African Americans and Afro and Negroes and all of these different things. Grandmama said, boy, if you want to see this, you better close your eyes and know what time it is. Close your eyes so you can see. Close your eyes so you can see. He said, when the moon turns to blood, I'm coming back. February 17th, the blood moon. He said, when the sun is blackened, look for me. The sun is blackened August 21st, 1619, slavery began. August 21st, 1776, the Revolutionary War. It's all about slavery. August 21st, the Great Eclipse showed up. The beginning of slavery, 1619. Revolutionary War, 1776. The North and the South. And then Nat Turner's Greatest Slave Rebellion. Nat Turner, the greatest slave rebellion in America, in Virginia, 1831. On August the 21st, it showed up. And then in 2015, over the city in the shape of a human heart, can't make this stuff up, the sun turned black again. Right over the holy city. Christ died at 33 years old. Christ died at 33 years old. The highest degree of Master Mason can rise?
33.
Y'all don't believe them, huh?
33.
Oh, we gonna see 33 degrees is the highest you go, and they put this together, and it's all about their symbols.
Right.
We are the symbol readers. So we're gonna see, first off, Jerusalem is on the 33rd parallel.
Yep.
And the complete perfect opposite, as above, so below. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom comes on earth, just as it is in heaven, as above, so below. Everything has its perfect and equal opposite. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Jerusalem is the holy city, 33rd parallel. At the complete opposite end of the globe from the holy city, you're going to find yourself in the holy city. On the 33rd parallel, the police waiting for me, huh? Nah. The police is looking for me, watching for me to slip up and make a bad move, because we got a fight going on. We got a big old battle going on. The slave auction market where I grew up at, I want to sell tables at the slave auction market, but they won't let me. They told me I can't, because Alfonso and Al Miller, they've been here for 40 years, they're happy here, so why I got to go to the slave market? Well, I grew up on the slave market. Alfonso, they ain't from here. They from off, and they're different from me. So, at the slave market where I grew up at, where we are going, they're going to tell you that we never sold any slaves here. That's a lie that they tell. The largest slave auction market in all of America.
Right.
Number one. The cage is still there. We're going to see it. The cage is still there. And above the door where they sold us, on the steps where they sold us, this name, Daughters of Confederacy, proud now. So when they killed George Floyd, we had a big old rally. I can't read. I was on top of the steps talking about the daughters of, this is where it happened at. That lady, that white lady, how's she gonna be telling slave tours? These are the slave tours of white people. telling our history is not possible.
Right.
It's not possible. But that's how they control our story. The richest city on the planet for slave history, because white people still controlling it? Not today. Oh, it's a new story now. And all I got to offer is the truth. So because of me being up on top of them steps and cursing out this wicked ass city, they got a problem with me, I got a problem with them. We gonna see how this goes. If they pull me over, I'ma run. I'm running. Bring the box back to 375 Meek Street. Here we go, family. Oh, I was gonna show you what Charleston Zulu told you.
Yeah, you gotta play that.
Oh,
You gotta play that. They gotta see that.
check you out.
Yeah.
Listen closely now.
Turn right onto Southern Railway.
So, Lieutenant, why are you venturing into those forsaken regions? What do you know about a man named Shock?
Oh, terrified of that name.
Does that answer your question, Lieutenant?
Hebrews.
Sounding right?
Hebrews.
Right.
Lucas, Julius,
What?
Johannes, countless others. The Irish of Southeast Africa.
Running from the Africans.
These sharp as spears were straight in the arms of the white slave traders and the British troops on the boat for the Cape Colony. You know, Lieutenant, the only difference of recent history. You feel by comparison. They are the wandering Jews of Africa. Fleeing the Pharaoh Shaka. It's a Babylonian captivity of slavery.
The wandering Jews of Africa. That's what the slaves are.
That's right.
Turn right
The white
onto
man
Ann
wrote the
Street.
movie, and he laughing at us. He said, "I'm gonna tell them, and they ain't even gonna know nothing."
Right.
And we still say we sold our own selves over here. We're Africans.
Right.
Jesus is a Hebrew.
That's
A
right.
black man who was lynched on a tree
Yes.
for you,
That's right.
because he knew that was gonna happen to you.
Yes. Yes.
And in addition to that, you do know what the Africans are apologizing for what they did to you. Did you hear about that? They're saying,
Yes.
"I'm sorry."
Yes.
Did y'all hear? Oh, wait. Hold on. When they captured you, the King of England, real Charleston, by the way, now, this is real. If you live in Charleston and you're black, you're either in the projects or you're homeless, or you are not living in Charleston. You clearly are not from Charleston. Y'all are outside of Charleston because you look like you got money. You look like you're doing some things. So y'all ain't from. When y'all walking around, people gonna say, "How long you here for? Can I sell you? Can I buy you this?" The real spirit of Charleston is told we are broken. That you clearly are not from Charleston. There's an energy about you, sir, and I mean that in a good way.
Right.
In a good way. But the King of England, the King of France, I'm sorry, King Louis, the King of France, the King of England and Great Britain, King George IV. Let you know that he is the 33rd degree. Both of these kings, they brought us here now. It was their power. This is their map maker. His name is, where you at? Emmanuel Bowen. The map that anybody can look up, 1747 map. That's the map that you need to see. And in school, they made sure you did not see this map. But anyone can look it up. But it's better to buy it. It's going to show you where the kings got their products from. Gold, silver, ivory, slave. The Wizard of Oz says follow the money, follow the yellow brick road, follow the gold, follow... Anyway, all right. The king, where'd they go? They went to the land of Ham.
Right.
Before they changed it to Africa. But what was that area called where they got us from?
Negro land.
Negro land with the... On this map is going to show you all Timbuktu, the Mandingos, everything about the truth about who you are, but you ain't never see this map. And inside of Negro land, look who they found hiding.
Judah. That's it.
The kingdom of
Judah.
Judah. Jesus
Yahudah.
Christ. His people, his tribe, 12 tribes, Judah, was hiding right here. The French called you Judah, that's French for Judah. Slave, the slave coast. And also the slave coast is also the
Gold Coast.
the Gold Coast, Ghana, Elmina Castle. So understand, Elmina Castle, the Gold Coast, this was 400 years ago now. 400 years ago. Today, hear what the king of Ghana and Nigeria are saying to the descendants of the slaves for what they did to us. Listen to this.
We are very privileged to be with you, particular brothers and sisters from the Caribbean.
onto Southern Railway.
King of Africa is apologizing to you so-called African Americans, apologizing for what they did to us 400 years ago. They captured us, they did some bad things to us, and then they sold us over here as slaves. So now that the curse is over, they're apologizing. They're apologizing. They're giving you 2 acres of land, approximately, some a little bit more, some a little bit less, $1,000. 2 acres of land, come on over for free. You can easy visas for free. They're saying, come back. So who are we? Check that out. Hebrew Israelite. You come from the tribe of Judah. Nick Cannon slipped up and said it because he thought he was a man.
Right.
So he said some things and the real men made him apologize. I'm sorry for saying that. The #1 city in the world, y'all, for this history, all you see is white people, rich white people, coming here just to hear about y'all.
Right.
That's it. The #1 city now, and it ain't us telling our story. Because they do not want us to know who we are. Once we know who we are, the kingdom is returned. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Water is sacred knowledge. Jack is Jacob from the Bible, king and queen. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Then Jack fell down
And broke his crown.
Broke his crown.
Uh-oh.
He's a king. No, this is a pizza delivery. They got a Ferrari delivering pizza. This is what you call paradise. It's a dream for them. And if it's a dream for them, it's a nightmare for us.
Right.
400 years was promised, started in 1619. Now that it's 2020, this is the birthing pains of us waking up to our true self, our true history. The kingdom was given to us. Before the curse, he said, this is the Midas touch. Deuteronomy 28, verses 1 through 15. If you keep these laws, the world is yours. Whatever you touch turns to gold. Whatever you touch will prosper. But if you break these promises, 400 years of curses, curses, curses. From the very best superhumans to the very lowest of the dirt. 400 years. We are on King Street right now. King Street. This is the King's Highway. The King's Highway. King Charles II laid this out. He was emulating the King's Highway in Egypt. This is the most popular trading route, the business district, for the colonizers and for the natives. In the very beginning, the plan was Charleston, that new world, take Charleston, and we need the 33rd parallel. So in the very beginning, King Charles put a land grant on the space that he wanted. They could have taken the whole country, but they said, we don't need it. All we need is the 33rd parallel. From Charleston to California. And ain't nobody paying no attention. So we're driving through Charleston now. Check this out. All you see is money, the wealth. They call this area Little Jerusalem. The Jewish district. Only Jewish people allowed to have businesses on King Street.
Wow.
Only. And we are going, when we cross Broad Street, we are going to the Battery. So if we were to go drive backwards on King Street, it'll take you to Boston, Massachusetts. But driving east, if we're going to take this to the end, it's going to end at the Battery. The Battery. The Battery. The Battery is where black, you're not welcomed on the Battery. You can drive through and admire, you can gawk and dream about these houses, but you can't live in none of them. You cannot own nothing. You can't afford it anyway. Well, if you can't afford it, you can't live here. You can only live north of Broad. We're going south of Broad Street. Look at the money now. And this is where billionaires come to live. Billionaires. And we don't got no more spaces, so we need some more land. Where we have some expandable land is the projects. Anything the city owns, they can do what they want with it.
Yeah, gentrification.
Yeah.
The projects. So see what you're seeing now. All of the dots that you left as Hansel and Gretel, that's your fairy tale. All of the dots are about to connect. Hansel and Gretel was at home safe. And understand that home is in Galatians 4:26.
That's right.
That's the motherland, which is Jerusalem. And God said Jerusalem is the motherland. But you were told that Africa is your mama. Well, listen to what Africa told you. Because she said she was going to devour you and eat you up and put you in her stomach. Hansel and Gretel was at home safe, and the stepmother, not the mama, the stepmother said, this is Broad Street, y'all. We're about to cross Broad Street. The most beautiful, the most richest, it's paradise for white people now. Two black people holding hands looking so nice. You can walk through and you can always look. You can't own nothing now. We built everything, you built everything. You don't own nothing back here. Hansel and Gretel was at home safe. And the stepmother said, I'm going to eat those kids and put them in my belly. Led the kids away from home on a long journey in her belly. And then when she got to where she wanted, they were lost. They don't know how to get back home. But who was taken away from their homes in the belly of the ships?
We were.
That's right.
We still don't know where home is. And back in the days, the order said no white men to be on a scaffold. Anybody doing this work is going to be black. You were the master builders. You were the architects. You never see no white people doing no kind of hard work. You did everything. That's why you invented everything.
That's right.
You did all the work. Look at this now. This is King Street, and we're going dead end at the Battery. And the Battery dead ends at the Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean. You heard about the triangle slave trade from West Africa to the islands and then to Charleston, but you also know that the shortest distance from one point to another is a straight line. So from Charleston, if you just float backwards, you can run into Elmina Castle, the door of no return. King Street. And one of our most popular stories is the Mother Emanuel Church shooting. You heard about that?
Yes.
When Dylan Roof went into the church and murdered everybody.
Right.
Check this out, y'all. His name is John C. Calhoun. John C. Calhoun, a wicked man. July 17, 1822. July 17, 1822, he went into Mother Emanuel Church because of what Denmark, Vesey, and Gullah was teaching. They were teaching that they were Hebrews.
Right.
You can't do that. When they found that out, this man hung 36 black men on Ashley Avenue. Hung them on a tree. July 17, 1822. And then, July 17, 2015, he returned to the same church. Look at this, y'all. Look at this.
Wow. That's crazy.
Dylan Roof, on the same day, came to the same church, speaking the same words
Right.
he had said. The same words.
Look like
They're
it.
raping our ladies and they're killing our men. That's what he said. And then he murdered us. Fired 33 rounds of fire, was charged with 33 federal charges. What do you think this white man's saying on his KKK tour? The Old South, that's the Klan's people. What do you think he's saying about slavery to these white people? When he came to kill us from Mother Emanuel Church, the famous house that don't know black people see, but all of the white people always come to take pictures because they talk about our history. Speak of the devil. Look at this. This is the Denmark Vesey story that we don't never hear about. This is one of the homes that all of the white people come and see that we don't know nothing about. Our history now, they tell our history. What you laughing at? this is your history. When he said, when they came into the church, they heard us, then Marquise and Gullah Jack was teaching this verse from the Bible. Mother Emmanuel now. This is the mild group. Now we're going to talk about this now. Every house had this gate on it. They said these black people coming to kill you and they're going to rape your lady. So they put this gate on every house. We're going to get out and we're going to really see this. But before we get out, I want you to hear what happened in the church. Mother Emmanuel Church, started by Morris Brown, Denmark Beasley, and Gullah Jack. In that church. Now before, we always had overseers to watch over us, an overseer.
Right.
So if you were in church teaching, you got somebody watching it now. Check it out. Where we at? Overseer. Do you see the overseer? Anybody? It's always going to be there. Mother Emmanuel Church, the church was originally named African Methodist Episcopal Church. The African church. You can't be Hebrews. We changed the name later to Emmanuel, which is the Hebrew name. Oh, look at this. See, being these characters, they all hate me, I hate them, because all they do is lie on our history name. Anyway, all right. And he talking about this house. I know what they're saying about this house. All they're going to do is, all right. Inside the church, Mother Emmanuel, the Mother Emmanuel Church, then Mark Beasley was teaching us this verse. He said, Moses told us this was going to happen, and now we are here. We're not Africans. Moses said we were going to come on ships, and how did we get here on ships? Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1 through 15 is the blessings. If you keep the blessings, if you keep the promise, the word is yours. But if you break these laws, these curses are yours. The last verse, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. When Moses brought the Israelites out of slavery, after he came out, he said, if you promise to keep these laws, the word is yours. But if you break these laws, these curses are yours. And in the future, you're going to go back. If you break these laws in the future, you're going back into slavery. Egypt is a code word for slavery.
That's right.
Yes.
And even that word Egypt is a Hebrew word for Mizraim, which means bondage. It said he delivered them out of the house of bondage. So when you deliver people out, you tell them if they give them a commandment, if they break it, say you're going back into the house of bondage.
Back again. That's correct. Again. So very good. Thank you, King, for that. Thank you for that. And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again. You just walked out, but this time in the future, you're going to go back into slavery again, but this time
with ships.
This time ships going to take you. This is what Moses said now, and Denmark Beasley, Morris Brown, Gullah Jack, in that church was teaching this verse in the church with no overseer. They had built the church with their own time and money, slaves and free blacks, with their own time and money. They built this building for us to worship. And this is what we're teaching. Ships is going to take you back into slavery this time. And then, by the way whereof I speak unto thee, you ain't going to see it no more again. You ain't going to see your homeland no more again. Where's African American at on the map? It don't exist. Where is black on the map? No, it don't exist. Boy, I tell you, boy. Oh my God. They folks got all right. By the way, and the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships, by the way whereof I speak unto thee, you ain't gonna see it no more again. And here in Charleston, you are going to be sold as your enemies. You are going to be sold
unto
your enemies for slave man and slave woman, and ain't no man gonna buy you. Hebrew says no man is gonna redeem you. No man is gonna redeem you. Redeem in Hebrew. The word for redemption in Hebrew. Jesus spoke Hebrew. The word for redemption is the law. Nobody's gonna gullah you. Gullah. Burden in Hebrew, that's the Hebrew word. It means master is a Hebrew word for burden. Hebrew for burden. So for teaching that verse, he said, they coming, for teaching that verse, we gonna kill these blacks, but we can't let them know why we killing them. So we gonna say, they're gonna rape everybody. We're not gonna say that they're teaching that they're Hebrew, because everybody will know the secret. You can't know that secret. So they spread it a lie. And these days, now I want you to, when you step out, I want you to see which you not going to understand until I tell you, because all these devils do is lie. Charleston was only created for one reason. Look at, I want y'all to see this thing right here. See this? What is that right there? This right here, in the front of a super mansion house. Everybody look at that. Because that is where they sold us at. When y'all step out, watch your step and bring your cameras.
I'm coming with it. Coming with it, though.
Slave auction blocks, though.
One of the things I've been saying for years, we built all of this.
That's right.
And then we taught the white man how to do all of the things that we did.
That's right.
And then they try to give us no credit for the fact that we taught them how to do what they do in the first place.
That's right.
Because
That's right.
they didn't know how to do nothing.
Right. They weren't civilized.
They didn't know how to do nothing. They didn't know how to build nothing. They didn't know how to grow nothing.
That's right.
They didn't know how to do nothing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, now I want y'all to see how they describe this as the beautiful Georgian architect. Charleston is always known about their architecture. See what they say. Outstanding example of the Georgian architecture in America. Outstanding example of the architect. They always talk about the beautiful buildings, but they'll never acknowledge the truth and the pain. This is to kill us. To kill us. This is all. Everything you see is for death. It's for death now. Hustle paid off for over 300 years. But also, look at this. They sold us. This is slave auction block.
Still here.
In the whole world for slave history, and it's all controlled with white lies. White lies. Number one city. We don't get no representation. We get no voice, no place. Everybody come in. And they hear the story that Master tells. But whenever it comes to our truth, none of that. You built it all. This whole house, everything goes to your glory of slaughter. Billionaires. You talk about the dream, you're going to live a dream, but some of you, no hell no, all of y'all going to live the nightmare 400 years to their glory. Dang. Nobody going to talk about this. If they talk about it, they're going to say it's a carrot step. A carrot step. A carrot step is a huge porch at a slave plantation house that goes straight into your carriage. This right here looked like peeping time to me.
Right.
Because whenever there's a bunch of blacks around, whoever's standing on this, that's who you were bidding on.
Right.
Ain't no Africans ever was sold on you. Hebrew Israelites. Slave house on the top. On both sides, slave house on the top. So we gonna put our blood, our red blood, to keep us safe from these damn devils. The holy city, Nothing but lies. Nothing but lies. All white people, 2 gay men, and they're just cowards. The mouth is power. Look by city. 2020. It's time to get this, right?
Yeah, it's older, Bob. It's old here. He going in up here. He is going in, y'all. He playing around, waking up people up. They weren't ready for this.
Hallelujah. You see that? Glory to their highest glory. Still today. That's why they want them two men.
Right. Right.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
So
Stay with that spirit, brother. Stay with that spirit.
I need to go. I tell you, man.
I got you. Oh, go ahead.
No, sir. You gotta get in.
Thank you for being here.
Excuse me.
I just think that might be a little bit easier than you guys trying to over me. That's fine.
Let me get that plug. Baby, let me get that plug down.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, man.
Literally right after that, I was like, that was backwards. Oh, we're in the back. And then but then I said, but I'm still on that side.
We all know for the truth. Let the farm it on that.
That's why
I thought it was important.
Everything you see here is to honor slavery at the highest level. And you're going to find slave auction blocks everywhere. To the left, to the right, everywhere. They are everywhere. Slave auction blocks. The highest symbol of affluence and power in this city. Now, in the front of us, here's the battery. 3 side water ships surrounded our city. Water on 3 sides, land on 1 side. Slave ships now, overloaded. And when I say overloaded, I mean overloaded. They expected you to die because when you died, that was the easy money. Ships coming in, ships overloaded. Actual images. To the left, oh, we're about to have a picnic, y'all. The picnic is about to start. The picnic is about to start.
Come on with that, Come on with that.
Right after church on Sunday now, get the family, bring some food, make some sandwiches and some Kool-Aid. They're going to bring one. I hope they bring old Johnny. I hate that one. Oh, they got a big one. They coming now. They about to string him up on one of these beautiful hanging trees. What you see out
Having
here?
a ball.
We ain't out here. It's spiritual. All of the waters, the boats, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily, merrily. Come on, life is a dream for these people. We can't even live down here. 2020. Dang. Our only hope is Yahweh Shai, that man.
That's right.
Look at them on top of their guns and the cannons. Now look at that now. That's glory for them. Wow. Look at that. Everyone that is hanged on a tree is cursed under the law.
Under the law.
The tree for us is different from the tree to them. Oh, wow.
Just finish telling them about the origin of their picnic. You ain't finished that.
The picnic.
Finish telling them that. What that mean, picnic.
Okay. Oh. So you know some things.
Oh yeah. Don't leave that out.
Oh, that's what's up. Appreciate it. I need that. Okay. Well, we're gonna take it deep then. If we're gonna get it, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Sagging. First. I gotta touch this because of where we are. This is where the Civil War began. Charleston, the picture that you're looking at shows you where we are. And for this point that we're about to be on, for this point, at that point, you're going to see a giant statue, Confederate statue to our left coming up. Statue right here coming up. You're going to see some white people honoring their statue. And that statue is looking at the Atlantic Ocean, where all of the ships brought in the tools that build this country.
Look at that.
Here it is to the left now. This is where the Civil War began. We shot the bullets to start, and this war was only to keep slaves. Look at that. That is their honor. That's their God. That one ain't never coming down. And then meanwhile, to the right was us fighting the war. Fort Sumter. The movie Glory. Huh? You see where that ship is sailing by right now? That's Fort Moultrie. But to the right of Fort Moultrie is Fort Sumter. That's the fort that the 52nd Massachusetts had to take if you wanted to win this war. The Union said it's not possible. The blacks said we can do it. They did it. They saved everything. You don't hear about that now. But to the left, that's their statue saying, please, let's keep slavery in order. Don't you never get rid of slavery. And every Sunday, Confederate flags and their people, they always honoring their statue. Every big giant flags and big old trucks. White people saying, we want slavery to be in order right now. This is where it happened, the battery. They still got their cannons, the cannonballs, Moultrie. Every statue of a white man was a wicked, wicked devil. He was the worst killer, and the more wicked you were, the more they are glorified. If you look any of these statues up, and we don't get statues, just the devil do in this city. This man right here to the left, this house, brother, all of that is one house. All of that to the left is a whole bunch of that now. It's one single house, single family. And see that they're admiring that's the tour that they are now. See, and what they're talking about, this is what they're talking about on that tour. When the Civil War was happening, they were on their houses watching, enjoying the people, the slaughter. They knew they were going to win. Oh, and to the left, look at this house to the left. Whenever you see oversized rope molding on this door to the left, when you see that, y'all see the rope?
Yeah.
He is selling, he's a ship merchant, and he is selling the hangman's rope.
Wow.
It's a postcard that says,
wow,
don't wake them. Our rope is not going to snap.
Wow.
When they neck.
This
is that city, y'all. All of the waters, all of the boats and the ships, all of the money and the wealth. Row, row, row your boat into this city. Yeah, if you can prove that you own 10 slaves, they're going to give you 500 acres for free. Charleston Tour Guide Manual. If you can prove you own 10 of them slaves, 500 acres. Here you go. How are you going to compete with that? You're not. The power of God is the only way. Just endure to the end, 400 years, I'm going to wake you up. But I'm going to punish you for what you did to me.
That's right.
Look at this now. Check it out. #1 city, nothing but secrets. To the right, this is known as the Yacht Club. If you're a rich white man only, then you can join. Only. Rich white people only. The Yacht Club. Ain't no play no games with us now. They wrote the laws, and they all own slaves who wrote these laws. The Constitution, Declaration of Independence. This is the city where they don't have no mercy. They don't need to. We glorify the hate for black people because you don't know nothing and you ain't gonna do nothing. We done took your heart, we done cut your balls off. Look to the left. What is that to the left? She's advertising a cotton reef. Advertising.
Wow.
That's a big one now. That's extra big.
Wow.
Wow.
And understand now, with all of the water to the right, to the left of us is the famous Rainbow Road. All of the waters to the right, the black people to the left, the Gullah people to the left. They lived all along here on the bottom. We worked the docks. Today, Rainbow Road is the #1 place for wedding pictures, all kind of pictures, movie shoots, magazine covers. Everybody comes here like they're doing just to take pictures, man. You ain't taking no picture, man. Oh my goodness. Woo. Rainbow Road. But we know nothing about it today because it's not for us. But this is the #1 place for the richest. Oh, up top, there's a lookout tower for the runaway slaves. The trees is in the way. You might can see it, you might not, but if you don't, I got a whole lot more I'm going to show you. But this building, the ships came in from Ghana, from Africa. This is where you came. The first official government building. There's the water. The ship came from the back. When they were going to sell the slaves, on the top of the steps is where you were sold. On the top of the steps is where you were sold. But look, take a picture where it says Provost Dungeon, where you were tortured.
Wow.
Sold up top, tortured at the bottom. And get a picture of the sign coming out to the right. Get a picture with the sign that they read. Look at them. What sign you reading, white man?
Wow.
Wow.
Pictures.
The 4 buildings. All of these slaves, #1 city in the whole world for slavery. This is where you're going to take your wedding pictures. And the barracoon is going to be the backdrop. Not the water, not the ships, not the palm trees. The barracoon is going to be your backdrop. What's a barracoon, Godfrey? Oh, my bad. A barracoon. A barracoon. 4 buildings in Charleston in the very beginning. Only 4 buildings in the very beginning. Churches, liquor taverns, bordellos. Bordellos is a house of negotiated affection. Churches, liquor taverns, bordellos, and barracoons. A barracoon is a Portuguese term for slave jail. A barracoon in our culture now, it's all about spells. Language is everything. Every letter has a soul and every word is alive. So spell it. Spell any word. It's all incantations and magic now. But Barracoon, B-A-R-R, bar, A.
Coon.
That's all these are. Barracoon, that's to put you up in there until we get finished doing what we want to do with you. Whatever we want, and it's never nothing good for the slave, okay? Period. I mean, that's where you were raped. They wore your skin as leather pants and shoes.
Right.
Okay? Barracoons. All you see is barracoons. Can anybody speak French in this bus? Vendu range? Vendu, you know what that means, vendu range? Okay. Well, if you spoke French now, I took French in high school. I was only in that class for about 2 weeks and I got kicked out the whole damn school. Oh, come on, man. Anyway. French. We're going to make the right turn on vendu range. Which is a French word. But if you speak French, when you see, when you see it, it says public slave auction. Now here it is. It's on the street. Public slave auction. Barracoon, they got the shackles and the bars still on the walls. These are barracoons. In the front of us, this is what it should brought you in at. Straight from Ghana. Elmina Castle. Oh my goodness. You see, this is where I would normally stop. My grandmama, this is where she worked at. The public slave auction. She's been here 16 years now. Oh, my grandmama, she got some sweet potato pie for me. No, my grandmama, Girl, I can't even read your lips right now. All right. Tell I've been here. It's my Aunt Mary. If y'all want anything, you stop here and just say, I took Godfrey store, that means family discount. Here is where you were brought to. Where we were sold at. Oh, ain't it so beautiful? Waterfront Park. Oh, it's so beautiful. This is where it all happened at. Look at the money. Well, it's history today, so we all gone, and now you can see the big, beautiful building that we can't afford to stay in. Oh, you always gonna see a giant boat in the water doing a tour. They tore down a huge barracoon. They're gonna put up a huge condominium.
Wow.
See what no one sees. Check this out now. Oh, down to the left, y'all. You know what? All the way in. Oh, my. Look at this, y'all. The United States Customs House. The United States Customs House. Straight across the water. Straight across the water. The west coast of Africa. Load you up on a ship. 20% of you gonna die, and that's insurance we're gonna, if you die, we're gonna say you drowned, that's insurance money. But when you get here, they dock the property. Now, when you got on a ship, new products on a ship from another country, when you get to that new country on a ship, the first thing you gotta do, that's right. Document, register, and everything gotta be proven.
You got to go through customs.
Oh, brother. The picnic, and then after the picnic. I mean, there's so many, they're all amazing stories.
Right.
All amazing stories. But see, this is significant. It goes deep into our subconscious. We don't even think about it no more. Hebrew is right to left, English is left to right.
Right.
So English is backwards. Hebrew is original. Sagging your pants. We never talk about how you're going to heal. Sagging spells niggas. Sagging, niggas, same word. Sagging. And only niggas sag their pants. Africans don't sag their pants. So who are we? And where does it come from? Sag your pants. Everything about us is in the book. Everything. Everything. Any question? Sagging your pants. Isaiah 20:4, 2 Samuel 10:4, it's all over the book. So shall the king of Assyria lead away the Egyptians prisoners. Egyptians are Africans. They had Hebrew Israelite slaves. Egyptians and the Ethiopians slaves. Young boys and old men. Naked and barefoot, even with their
But
uncovered.
Mm-hmm.
Shame.
sagging spells nigger. Now we talk about a picnic now. So I'm not going to ask you how to pronounce this word, because if I did ask you, you're going to say Niger or Niger. I'm not talking about a river. I'm talking about people. So if I'm talking about people, and you see it spelled N-I-G-E-R, the proper way to pronounce this word is what?
Nigger.
That's right.
How you pronounce the word?
Nigger.
Nigger. I'm not talking about a river, that's Niger. Anyone can look this up, it'll tell you everything about the word. What the word means, how you pronounce the word. Because we say, don't say the N-word. Bury the word. It's a powerful word. It's a very, speak it, nigger. You can't even say it. Look at that. And we all black. Can't even say it. We can understand the power. If you call somebody a nigger, you would only be referring to a Jew.
Ooh.
Not Jewish, that's totally different.
Right, right.
But to a Jew. And in the Bible, God tells you what a nigger is.
Mm-hmm.
So, Acts chapter 13:1. Now they were in the church that was at Antioch, certain prophets.
That's right.
And
Teachers.
The name was Barnabas and Simeon, but they were called nigger. Nigger. Not Niger. That's a river. The etymology, the root of the word, is going to tell you everything about it. It's pronounced nigger. The highest title that God gave to human. The highest title. And if you want to come out the Bible to look it up, no problem. Just tell me about a nigger. The original meaning for the N-word had connotations connected to the gods. The word nigger used to be the most revered and sacred, most powerful word in the world. Up until the British figured it out. They said, never let them know who they are. That's how you keep them locked down, take the mind from them. The British sullied the word. So now if you say nigger, it's a bad word. Now black is bad. Your hair is bad. Your lips, everything about you is ugly. You hate yourself. But they know the truth. They trying to be you right now. The most expensive stock on the stock market ain't gold no more. It's melanin.
That's it. That's true.
Have you looked at it? You know what that is?
$300
Melanin. More expensive than gold that you can buy right now. From Africa, straight on across into the #1 city. 33 steps. This way you're going to pay your property.
Wow.
It is all here, hidden. The United States Customs House register your slaves, and then once you register them, wait a minute. Once you register your property, where are you going to sell your property at? Once you register your property, well, where are you going to sell it at? Everybody want to come to Charleston to sell their products. Well, my products are slaves. So where can I sell my slaves at? At the slave auction market is where you sell them at. So we come from the water, you register your property, you walk down those 33 steps, and then you walk 33 feet across the street, and we have the #1 slave auction market in America. Don't nobody talk about this in this truth today. In 2010, they changed the name to the city market. I'll be damned. And they say that we never sold any slaves here. That's what every tour guide says. It's in the tour guide manual.
Wow.
All they do is lie.
Right. That's crazy.
The shackles were taken out at the bottom. The hooks were taken out. The whooping post down the center. The most popular place for whooping your slaves in public was right here. Today, over 350 vendors. 3 are black. Two of those 3 blacks have 2 strikes. You get 3 strikes, you can never return.
Wow.
It's about to be all white, 100%.
Wow.
40 years ago, this was all black. You made a bunch of money out here. This is the #1 destination for tourists. #1. And we can only, you see the basket weavers, they ain't making no money. That's my family. Only white people. This is the money. This is the heartbeat of tourism. Charleston's #1 in the world. That's amazing to say that.
That is amazing.
Ooh, check this out. Check this out. Look at it. Anything you want to buy, this is where you get it from. If you're looking at an actual slave auction, Who we looking to buy? Who we looking to buy? Oh, man, what's up? Young dude right here. He live in the projects. If they catch him selling those roses, he going to jail, and his family gets kicked out of the projects. Gets kicked out. If the city see him selling that, he getting locked up. He might as well sell crack now.
Father,
And
keep
this is
him.
our culture. The sweetgrass rose. Only white people. No black tour gun. I want a carriage company. They said they will not allow me to have a carriage company. I want to pick my customers up out here or drop them off or sell my tickets. I cannot. I got to go to the bus shed. Look at this. This is the money, #1 in the world today, slave history. This is where I was incarcerated, right out here, because this lady sells slave dogs, ladies and their babies as slaves, and I was taking a picture of it. No, y'all not crossing me, no. They all know me. They don't like me. I don't like them. All they do is lie. These are multi-million-dollar companies. Charleston in 2 months is going to do $5 billion in just tourism. 2 months, $5 billion, just tourism. White lies about us. Selling out. This is the slave auction market. What are they going to say about slavery? 3 scripts they memorized. They're not even from Charleston. What is she going to tell us about slavery? Ooh, and you can see where they sell slave dogs right here to the left where that man is looking at. Right, John, look at this.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
How is this?
Oh, wow.
Little boys now,
Bless him, Father.
learning how to be entrepreneurs. The city says do not buy from them because they're going to jail when you catch them. You see a little sign on this pole right up there with a big old camera. Here's the sign that says that if we catch them little black boys, they're going to jail. Live in the projects, no fathers. Charleston wrote the slave codes. The slave codes says keep the man separated from his family. That's also in Isaiah chapter 6, Matthew 13. Charleston slave auction market, the #1 slave market in all of America and Great Britain. The 4th largest city, the #1 wealthiest city. So all along here, all the slave auctions. And look now, before they called us Negroes to be sold, the Bible said they're going to ride by ships, and when they come, we're going to sell them. But before they call us Negroes, which is Spanish black, in Charleston, you want a picture of that, don't you?
Yeah.
Hebrews for sale.
That's right.
Fine Hebrews for sale. And also,
That's right.
That's
Hebrews
right.
now.
And Igbo.
Hebrew. This is how the British insulted us by spelling Hebrew incorrectly. Hebrews, same people. Fine Hebrews for sale. Right here in Charleston. Now we're black or African American or Afro. y'all. I'm going over. Check this out, family. This is amazing what you're about to see. This is the #1 city. Oh, let me show you this first. Check this out. The Jack and the Beanstalk fairy tale. Check this out. Jack and the Beanstalk. Charleston is famous for selling rice. Did y'all hear about our rice? You know what it was called? Famous name it had? Say again? On the packet, yeah, that's on the packet. It's on the packet, but it's not real. So Carolina Golden Rice. For example, to the left of us is a grocery store, Harris Teeter grocery store. They'll say that they're selling Carolina Golden Rice, but they're lying. They can't sell it no more. It don't grow no more. This is where the most valuable rice in the world was kept. This is just one. This is a rice mill. All of the other ones have been destroyed from earthquakes and war. This is the last one still standing. Carolina Golden Rice. Right before the rice was ready to harvest, it turned into a golden hue. A golden hue. Real magical rice. Jack and the Beanstalk. Jack is Jacob. Jacob, J-A-C-O-B, is Jacob. Black people, we don't call you by your whole name, we call you by your nickname. What's up, Jack?
Yeah.
Oh, Jack. So Jack and the Beanstalk. What kind of bean was this? This was a seed now. A seed. Jack was a mama's boy. We always mama's boy because daddy ain't normally around, but anyway. Jack mama said, Jack, I need you to go to the market, and trade the cow. Go to the market, because we broke, we ain't got no more money, so we need some food, so trade the cow and bring some food back. So Jack goes on his way to the market to trade the cow, but he see a wino. A wino. They called Jesus a wino because we was always drinking, but he wasn't a wino, he wasn't drunk. So he see this wino, and the wino convinces Jack to trade his cow for some magic seeds. The slaves were only brought here because they had a knowledge on planting seeds. When they planted these seeds over here in this city, the #1 city in the whole country, we were known because of that rice. Several countries would only purchase their rice. Several countries would only purchase rice from Charleston. So when Jack ran back home and said, Mama, I got some magic seeds. Mama said, boy, I can't eat no magic seeds, you crazy? She took the seeds and threw them out the window. The eyes are window to the soul. Threw them out the window, and overnight the seed took root. And overnight the seeds sprouted out. The beanstalk grew up into the heavens. Well, when Jacob climbed up his ladder, my bad. When Jack climbed up the beanstalk, he saw a big old giant up there. But he also saw that the giant was hiding this goose that laid some golden eggs. Everything about every fairy tale, Beauty and the Beast, beauty in the beast. No thanks. But the big strong man, to do something aggressive, he's a beast. But can we keep a lady? We struggle at keeping a lady now. But if you do love this man, it's hard to love us. Princess and the Frog, if you do love this frog, it's hard to love. If you kiss that frog, Beauty kiss that beast, a kiss will break love will break the curse. The frog turns into a prince with a crown on, huh? Beauty and the Beast turns into a king with a crown. Cinderella. Cinder. You take a piece of wood and you burn them up. You burn them to a cinder. El is Hebrew for God. Allah. Everything is about you and me. Everything. America, the #1 country in the whole world, there's only one American street. So check this out. Everything comes back to us. Everything. Oh, you know what? I gotta show y'all something. Check this out. Check this out. Back here used to be the projects. 1984, this is where I used to stay at. The projects, 1984, the mayor, 40-year mayor, Mayor Riley, 40 years. He said, this land is contaminated. If you stay, you're going to die of cancer. It's contaminated land. So the people in the projects, within 2 years, we ran far away from here. Well, within 2 years, they started to build up some amazing condos from that cancer dirt. Now, this is supposed to be poison dirt.
From that cancer dirt.
Right, from the cancer dirt. Check this out. But what's really amazing is there's a man named Christopher Gaston. Christopher Gaston was a wicked devil man,
Right.
ship merchant,
Wow.
big ship merchant.
Wow.
Brought all the slaves in. And now, where Christopher Gaston had his huge barracoon that he brought his slaves to straight across the water now, this is where his barracoon would be. They now have named to the left of us, that park is called Gaston's Burrow, after Christopher Gaston. But they didn't stop there. Right here, where his barracoon would be Christopher Gaston, to honor him, they say to honor us, they're going to put this $200 million slave museum. Now, it's important to know the name is everything. When they put in this museum, I Am Slave Museum, the IAAM. God told Moses that my name is I Am that I Am. They are naming this museum the IAAM, African American Slave Museum. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
This is where $200,000 museum, this right here is going to show you what it's going to look like. They'll be finished at the end of next year, on the water, under the water. You can walk under the building where the ship brought you to. Look at this now. And directly across from it is a battleship. You can see the battleship.
Right.
This is war now. The slave museum that our slave masters are building for us to keep us down. We're African Americans, sir. The IAAM. African American. Look at this picture right here now of the museum. What are they going to look like when they get finished? Marking our ignorance. Wow. You can see the oars to a slave ship, a replica, where they brought us in. The oars, they got the, where the sails, they just got the sails in. This was the projects, 1984. Today we are the #1 city in America for gentrification.
Right.
Washington
Wow, number
is
one?
#2.
It's really
Now we gotta get this Mother Emanuel story, y'all. This is the most difficult story for me to tell the truth about. Mother Emanuel, dead monkeys. Wow. So this is my church, the Mother Emanuel Church, the Mother Emanuel story. All people say is, we forgive you. We forgive you. Well, that's a lie. I don't forgive nobody who done murdered my family. Woo-wee. So here it is. The Dylan Roof, Denmark Beasy story. This is Denmark Beasy. Notice, we don't got no real picture of him. They don't never give us. This is Morris Brown. Morris Brown, another legend. No real images. It's a drawing. Now we're on Calhoun Street, John C. Calhoun. This is Mother Emanuel Church right here, that church people. We're going to get a real good look at that in just a minute. Y'all see that church? All right. And this is Calhoun Street. So I want y'all to understand the truth about the Dylan Roof shooting in our church. Because only white people tell our story. That's my church. Denmark Beasy lived in the neighborhood I grew up in Gullah Wars. That's my family. That's my family. So now, on Calhoun Street, there's a giant building called the Gilliard Auditorium. 5 years ago, they tore this building down to the ground just to make it more lavish. Beautiful, big, old, powerful building. They tore it down to make it more pretty. $200 million later, gold and marble everywhere. But they got some big secrets that they hide for. This is it right there now. And this is the Mother Emanuel story. Gold and marble everywhere. So here we go. So you know where the church is. You saw the church. Right down the street. And then on the other side is John C. Calhoun. This is Calhoun Street. Charleston, you can only be African, you cannot be a Hebrew. When you had church, everything was controlled, you always had an overseer. When we built our own church, the first church in the South, with our own money, slaves built it, free blacks with their own money, and on their own time, they built this church. It's called the African Methodist Episcopal Church. Now we built this church, that the church we just saw, we're going to get the understanding of the church. In our own church with no overseer, Dead Mark Beasley and Gullah Jacket, Morris Brown were teaching us the truth. We cannot let this get out, and it's going to get out. And when they come, we're going to die like men. This was the agreement that we had, because they're going to find out what we're doing. Right. So, they were teaching the verse that we read. We are the Hebrews. They read the verse. John C. Calhoun found out what was happening. He took 146 black men to Magazine Street, to the torture house on Magazine Street. Barracoons everywhere now. This is a real picture. Real people. You looking in their eyes. $146 blacks were tortured. 36 of those 146, we got the names to everybody. 36 of those blacks were hung. John C. Calhoun, this is the torture house, Magazine Street. Currently, the old jail is still there. The torture house was larger, looked exactly the same. Currently, the old jail is where ghost tours are. Very popular ghost tours. All about marking our culture now. Ghost tours. The torture house. They took 36 blacks from the torture house to Ashley Avenue. The hanging tree is still there. The hanging tree is a one-way street and it splits around this tree. That's the hanging tree where they tortured. First they tortured us, drove us around the city torturing us. And then they took us to Ashley Avenue, one-way street. The tree is there. They hung 36 blacks on that tree, one at a time, one at a time. July 17, 1822. Woo! And then on July 17, 2015, he came right back to the same church, spoke the same words, committed the same crime. It's just white people telling our stories. We don't know nothing about our true story. When they tore this building down, when they tore it down to the ground, just to make it better, they found those 36 black people that they hung on the tree. Right under the building. Excuse me just for a second. That's what they gave us. And then all they do is lie, step out and see them. This is why we got to know our own story. We can't let white people tell our story. Still today, they say babies and women. All they can do is lie. Under the building, they found the 36 bodies that they hung from the Mother Emanuel Church. And they're going to tell our story still today, what still lies, African burial group. Under the building now, if they found the bodies under the building, how are they going to build up on the grave site? This whole city is a gravesite. And right down the street now is the actual church. Don't nobody talk about this. So now we can go right down the street and see this. We're going to see this church just a little further down.
Get back in.
Yeah, we'll drive in. All right.
Don't forget about the picnic. You want to come on?
The picnic, yes sir. I'm sure, yes sir. Right.
I got you this time, right?
I got you back. Yeah.
And it's crazy because in most other locations, if they start finding bodies, they will not build on
Juilliard Auditorium, John C. Calhoun Street. And right here is the church. Wow. Whew. You got this Charleston Dollar man walking right towards it. Look at that. Walking there. Here it is, right next to us now, Mother Emanuel Church. Where this dude came right back into the church.
Wow.
Worship with us, and then murdered us.
This is the church that we built?
That's right. And right behind it is where Den Malvisi worship at. I'm gonna stop so we can step out and get some images, but I just want you to see it from a distance. And then when you look behind it, Den Malvisi went to that church right behind it before he came here. Now before we step out, Sunday we're going to a picnic. We're going to have a picnic, y'all. So family, we're going to cook up a little bit of food, something to drink, bring out the towels so we can lay up under the tree, beautiful weather, and just sit down and wait. They're going to bring them right around 3 o'clock, perfect timing. So I wonder who it's going to be. Hopefully it's going to be more than one. So the family going to go outside to where all the trees at, to the picnic area. You're just going to sit and have a good old time, little dog running around, little kid learning how to walk, whatever. And then you're going to sit and wait because they already picked a nigger that they're going to hang.
That's right.
This is entertainment now. It's like watching a movie. So whoever, how many, you know where they come, everybody going to talk about it. This was, I mean, like whenever there was for example, going to be an auction, there were always all kinds of different paraphernalia talking about where, what time, when, who. The same thing for picnics.
That's right.
On this Sunday at this time, be on Bank Park, be on Hampton Park, whatever it's going to be. It's going to be a picnic at whatever time. It's going to stop. It's going to be a couple now. So get there early. And then you're going to sit and watch, and then all of a sudden, you're going to hear the commotion. Uh-oh, they coming. Oh, they coming. Look and see. They got Joey. I hate that one. Bring Joey. Fight them. They're going to fight him. They stringing them up. Many ways to kill a person. Many easy ways to kill a person. It's very difficult to hang a person. There is a lot of energy that goes into hanging someone. That's the way that they hung us. It says so much in just hanging us. So a picnic is when they're going to pick a nigger that they're going to hang for their entertainment. This was show. It was entertaining. Right. And we got hanging trees everywhere. You saw hundreds on Bank Park, hundreds. On Hampton Park, you're going to see 300. I mean, and then they're Hampton Park. They're older, so they're. When I tell you in Charleston's hanging trees, nowhere else in the world do you see trees. What grows out of our soil, there is a whole different energy on all of the plant life that grows from our soil. That's why we have the #1 lawn and garden tours in the world, because our soil is soiled with our blood. Nehemiah chapter 3, verse 1 says, woe to that bloody city that's full of lies and robbery, and the prey departeth not. Johns Island, the Angel Oak Tree, Johns Island, 30-minute drive. There's just a tree there. Or just go to Hampton Park, where Memorial Day began after the 52nd Massachusetts won the war. They went and gave us a proper burial. That's where Memorial Day began. Before anything, tourism began there. Very beginning of tourism was a giant where blacks, Gullah would race horses. People from all over the world came to watch us because we were amazing on these horses. The same thing they said about the Native Indians, how we would handle the horses going through the woods, amazing. They traveled all over the world. You talk about the Golden Globetrotters on basketball. When they watched us at war, killing, we were holy warriors.
That's right. They
learned how to fight from watching us. When the British and the English first came, it was called the Gullah Wars. Over 100 years of fight that you don't hear about. But you hear that the Civil War ended slavery. That's a lie. Because he just gave you the 13th Amendment, which says if you're locked up, you are a legal slave.
Right.
Over 100 years of these amazing holy warriors doing amazing things. And down in Florida now. That's the real Underground Railroad. If you make it there, oh, I done got off. But the picnic, we're going to pick a nigger and we're going to hang him. All right.
That's right.
The African Methodist Church, Africans. Then my visa said, no, we don't Hebrew Israelites. Where they at? The boat brought us right here. When they found out what they were saying, they hung us. And they told our story. They hung us and they said that, well, we were going to have an uprising and we was just going to kill some people. No. That's a lie. They don't tell your story. And they said to Den Marvisi, now we gonna kill you and we gonna tell your story. They'll never know. Nat Turner, when they killed Nat Turner, a white man took his confession, wrote his book and said, this is what he said.
Right.
I told you the truth.
Right.
Oh, I'm gonna step out and see the, no, yes. Yes.
No, we came yesterday.
Oh, okay, very good. All right. And they named the street. Oh, and one more. 'Cause when I make a right turn, we're gonna turn on. So we're on Calhoun Street. To the right is Meeting Street. Remember John C. Calhoun and what they just did, because people don't ever understand the whole truth. This is the man, the statue that we just took down. Did y'all hear about the statue coming down? This is the church, and that statue was right there. This is the man who started us, John C. Calhoun. The church was called the African Methodist Church. When it was the African Methodist Church, this statue was eye level, very low. A regular statue. We built the church up, they burnt it down, stole the African church. We built it up and tore it down 3 times. The 3rd time, then Marvisi's son built it up. He changed the name to Emmanuel, which is a Hebrew name meaning God is with us. When we did that, they lifted this statue to the highest statue in South Carolina, looking down on our God.
Wow.
And they said that this would never come down. They put this up as a permanent fixture. 115 foot tall, 125 years it was there. It just came down. It just came down. So it's telling you that our curse is ended. 40 years is significant. This is all the Bible story about the chosen people.
Yes.
400 years just ended, y'all.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. You get your name back. You get your glory back. Everything changes for you.
Hallelujah.
Israelites from the tribe of Judah.
That's
We
right.
didn't talk about this before.
That's right.
The blood of Jesus is flowing through your veins. The law. You are the law. Under the tree, they killed you under the law, so you cannot know who you are. But now the curse is over. Wake up and know that you are the blood of Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Come on home, family. Welcome, black.
Hallelujah.
We got next.
We got next.
That's right. That's right.
He said the world was given for your sake. You got the Midas touch. If you keep these laws, the Midas, every fairy tale.
That's it.
Every fairy tale. That's your history. Make sure you don't know it. Everything about the city goes to your glory, but they make sure you don't know it. This is where that big old statue is. There's a big old Confederate X. When they hung those blacks, 36 blacks, they built that big old pink building. When they hung those blacks, look at the statue right here. All to make sure we never know who we are. They just tore it down. We waking up, y'all. Y'all are the superhumans, for real. You are God. You are God's favorite, y'all.
That's it.
Facts. Deuteronomy 7 and 6, he said, I made y'all better than everybody else.
That's what he
it.
said.
That's it.
Nobody.
That's it.
That's what he said.
That's the word.
But today, we're asleep. Asleep. But you got to wake up, Nick.
That's right. That's right.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Family, I want y'all to remember me, remember us, and stay connected. We are at the end of the tour now. We're about to go back into the bus shed. But there is a book, there is a documentary. And God said, when that time is right, he said that I am going to wake up my people.
Yes.
That's right.
God is doing this. Woo! Know what time it is, y'all. We them people.
We them people.
Yes.
That's right, the Gullah people. That's the key right there. This is it. Know that, know how to prove your blood. Anyone look it up, you can get the same thing. But know what you're seeing when you're seeing this holy city. Because our eyes are open and everybody can stay blind if you want. Because this truth is not for everybody to understand. But make sure y'all understand. Woo-wee. Here we go, family. Number one city in the world is only number one because of you. Time to wake up and take it all black. Only one true family. Hebrew Israelites from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
The blood of that man they call Jesus Christ.
That's right.
Gullah is the law. The law.
Beautiful.
You are the law in the flesh, walking and breathing. Now your eyes are open.
Hallelujah.
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 God is good, family.
Yes, He is.
Thank y'all so much for allowing me to talk about our culture in ways that they would kill us, absolutely kill us,
Right.
if we would talk about this at all. It is all us in our time. This is our time to come back. Our Father knows everything about us. We're not regular people. Oh, I'm sorry. Just one more. I said here. One more. It's pineapple. Just one more. One last one. See, our heritage is everything now. Our heritage. What's up, Kay? You good? Yes, sir. You know what? I'm just now finishing up. I got you. Please don't go nowhere. I got you. I promise you. Just 1 second. Our heritage. This is a tourism company. One of the #1 companies. And they're using our symbol because we don't know it no more. But this is everything about this is our heritage. Those natives always honored us and our God. They got a bow tie on them now. And then they got the releasing of the chi, your inner chi. Our hair is everything. Nobody cares about our hair like we do. Oh, and by the way, the movie Django was about Denmark Beasley. That was about Denmark Beasley. Denmark Beasley was the crazy slave who read the Bible and opened, you don't do that, you're going to die for that. He bought his freedom. So when Denmark Beasley bought his freedom and he went back to go and buy his slave, the slave master saw him and said, oh, you that crazy nigga with the Bible. You got you free. We all heard about you, but guess what? Your wife is mine. And I'll never set her free to you. Imagine that. Imagine that. And then a white man gave us Django. Talk about our story. They can't tell our story. And in this scene right here, he was saying that those slaves that built Egypt built our country. He was telling you who you are. Meanwhile, you got two blacks that was fighting, killing themselves for their entertainment. On the jersey, you got this number around your neck, that number, the slaves. And I'm talking about the pineapple. Let me stay focused. Check it out. The natives now, our heritage. But they always want us to shame for some reason now. When they came, look who they found when they came. Here we go. Right here, the very beginning. Look around now, you can see familiar faces. You can see people look like your family, look just like you. Heritage. Way back then now, even crazy cousin Sandy with the jail fools. Come on now, everybody killing on their hair. We always had flavor. Oh. We don't get to see us like this. And who are these people? Gullah, the law, same language, different dialects. Ancient Hebrew, the tribe of Gad, the tribe of Simeon, our heritage. Bantu knots, the melanated skin, connection to the sun, the pineal gland, the tortoise wins the race. The native now, talk about your heritage. Everything is significant. Everything is significant. Oh, heck. This is a Black Panther and Killmonger. This is Killmonger. Dragon Ball Z. In the cartoon Dragon Ball Z. First off, in the cartoon, when they get their superpowers, their hair turns into ours.
Right.
All right? Sam said, if you come here, that's my power. But in Killmonger, that's how he was dressed.
Yes.
They were talking about Jesus. Killmonger was you, the Hebrew.
Right.
And they make the African as the hero. Killmonger grew up in the ghetto, San Diego with no daddy, looking at UFO playing basketball.
Yes.
Your heritage. You know we're going to take it to, we're going to run out with the power now. But the Bantu knots now, Sambo Buddha, Sambo, if you look up, they talk about King David, by the way.
It went out.
No sweat. TV that's going to go out on. It's not happened before. Well, we at the end. Spirits, boy. Oh. That's the word right there, spirits, huh? King David. King David, wait a minute now. Tar baby. First off, Bantu knots, black skin, big eyes, shoot the nose off, and the lips normally. Napoleon went back to Egypt. And if you look up Sambo Buddha, Sambo Buddha, look at Yoda. You call him Yoda. Come on now. Soup coolers like that right there. You know that's it. Black face, always meditating and praying. You know they just want to touch your skin. They just want to feel your skin, and you know they just want to. Come on now. Don't let them put keep your hands out. Sambo Buddha being worshipped. Angkor walks. You go there right now. You ain't gonna believe. They just want to touch. They just want to fall. They just want to. It's different. We them people, y'all. The pineapple. The Bantu nuts or nigger naps. The pineapple is you. All of that stuff. Family, it don't stop. Everything that you see is all about you. They make sure to close your eyes so they can steal your power. But 400 years was all that they were promised. Now it's your time to wake up and take the glory. It is all for you. He only made the earth for one purpose, and that's you. We turned away and broke us heart. He said 400 years, and then I'm going to cry and give you all of the gifts that I got for my people. That is you. That is I. The Gullah people. We be them people, y'all. Thank y'all so much. I'm not talking.
Hallelujah. Great job. Great job. Great job.
Thank you.
Take that. Got my bag. What bag?
Yes, sir.
I'll thank you back.
Oh, you want to
Family.
Yeah, we get
Take your time, move slow. You ain't got to rush. Matter of fact, I should leave the air on so y'all can move slow. Get hard quick. Black people don't play with that either.
It's real.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Family.
Thank you.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, catch. How many people do we pay? All right, please.
No, you can't see right now.
All right, I want y'all to pick the rules. So also, this is the Christ. This is the spirit of Jesus Christ. When Christ entered the city, we got the rules now, and we walk. So it's palm trees. With the palm work on them. So this is just the spirit. This is for this is not for just female. This is us. And this energy goes to Moses. This is the gold rush basket. We are the only people. We are that make the sweet palm, the palm flowers, and the gold rush. Jesus and Moses. We are. That's our blood. I want everybody.
Different one again.
Put your hands on it. You hold the basket. Hold that energy. Hold that spirit. Go away.
Dwayne wants to know his cash.
What's amazing is so that's going to be the main place would be Captain D's. Captain D's restaurant. Just say
We didn't get one here. Oh, we got one here already? Oh, I'm sorry. There you go.
So what you have to do, when you get it, you're going to put it in like a plastic bag. And when you get home, get some clean grease. Like Crisco, some branded grease. And all you're going to do is just drop it right back in and take it right back up. So, because if you were to get it when you get it, it's going to be fresh. You're going to have some. It's going to be amazing. It's good. But if you sit for a while, so you put it in the plastic bag, and when you get back home, you're going to just drop it in the grease and be fresh again. Clean grease. That's a fat. And just put Captain D. Just kind of scatter all around. Yeah, Captain D. See, now if you go to a soul food restaurant and say, do you have any crackers? They may or may not, because that's grandmama, great grandmama. So So it depends on where you go. And if y'all are going to eat Hannibal's soul food is amazing. Hannibal's, my three sons or something.
Hannibal's?
Hannibal's. Hannibal's. You tell them Godfrey sent you for sure.
Okay.
Hannibal's Kitchen.
Don't put it in.
Just like going to us. And these are not
Hannibal's
chains. These are private individuals like going to your house and you cook the same down and cook the same. Martha Lou's Kitchen. These are all in the same area. My three sons are like a 10-minute ride, whatever. But phenomenal. My three sons. Hannibal's Kitchen. Bertha's Kitchen. The number one choice for me is going to be Bertha's Kitchen and Hannibal's Kitchen. Unbelievable. Macaroni, collard greens, turkey stew. We don't do that. My three sons are going further. It's maybe like a 10-minute drive. You gotta know about that. And we writing our history now.
You got those for sale?
Yes, sir.
What you got them for?
This is $33 of course.
Do you take cash out with it?
Cash out, yeah.
I got it. Let me get.
But I want y'all to know about this because now. Absolutely. Yes.
Send them that cash out.
Could I know what's your cash app?
Yes, my cash app. Gullah.
Oh, yes, I definitely want to answer. Thank you so much, Godfrey.
Oh, family. Thank y'all, family.
Got some family online support.
Online?
Yeah, I let them go ahead and then I want to talk with you.
What is it?
How can I help with somebody?
Oh, I definitely wanted to get the book and a flyer.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. Thank you.
This is amazing.
Oh, our culture, our time. We're taking over. We're waking up for real. God said this. He put us to sleep.
This hours?
And now
No,
he's
that's
waking
not
us
it.
up. Slowly, he's waking us up.
You'll go to
one
your
at a
cash
time.
app and
listen,
send them $33.
superpowers. I mean, real superpowers. We are those people.
And then how much
I
was
don't
the
know
book?
if I said
33.
Oh, for the book. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff on the website. I got a book, got a documentary. There's another one coming out. Always. 2020, superpower, our powers are coming.
That's right.
Hancock was talking about.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Every superhero, that's us. That's our blood. Oh, I'm sorry.
You said they a question, can they order from your website?
Of course. Yes.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I just want to, we got people online here. They was online the whole time. They want to know where this tour at, how they can get in touch with you, how they can make sure they get on your bus, your information, if you got a website, anything, because they coming.
Hallelujah. Charleston, South Carolina, the holy city. Charleston, South Carolina. 375 Meeting Street is where it leaves from, but GullahJack.com or Gullah Geechee Tours is how you find me. Or just give me a call. I'm a regular person. But this is our history. It's the number one city in the world for this history. Just nobody talks about it. But he's waking us up now. We're not regular people. We could never know, and now we know who we are. And we're not asking for what's ours. We're taking it.
That's it. That's it.
Straight up.
That's it.
Real men waking up with superpowers. We got the blood of Christ, and I'm proving that fact.
That's right.
You can't deal with the truth now.
That's
If
right.
you're standing on lies, and they can take you down. But when you stand on that truth, that word, they can't touch you. We
That's
don't
it. They want to say Cash App and website again. They want to send you something.
Cash App.
I put it in. I typed it in.
Website, GullahJack.com. Cash App is GullahJack33. GullahJack.com or GullahGeecheeTours.com.
Okay. All right.
Real talk. And you see that shirt say rebirth, just waking up. That's
That's right. That's
it.
what we do it.
A new way of thinking.
That's it.
They know. And God said it's special now, and the angels are paying attention. When you wake up, they know. Whatever you do, they know. Ain't no getting away from this.
That's
and when
right.
you do this, everything expands. I guarantee now, you can see people getting on their knees and worship.
That's it.
However they do it.
That's it.
Whatever it is, if they say, you know what, take my seat. You know what, let me pay for this. Let me get us pay for all that right there. Whatever it is, take it. Don't say no, say yes, thank you. That's right.
That's right.
Own that power.
That's
and you're
it.
going to see this now. It's our time. There ain't nobody else who they took their names from. We are the only people.
That's
and
right.
God did that. He let it happen.
Right.
Now we are waking up. And he said, Revelation 3:9, he said, I'm going to make them bow down
At your
on
feet.
their knees at your feet, and they're going to worship and know
that
who
I love you
That's right.
and not them.
That's right. Nobody else. Everything about us, how we walk, how we stand, how we talk, our thoughts, everything about us is hidden in the scriptures, that holy book. Religion ain't going to get it.
That's right.
As time is up, that was a distraction on purpose to break you. We
That's
got
right.
all of the churches, all of the religion, and all of the slaves. And now, 400 years, we waking up.
That's it.
Facts. 33rd parallel, you can't get away from this. Any church, if you ask anybody, who is God? Who is Christ? Yah. We are the people of Yah. That
right.
is us. Look, Yah, we're looking at Yah.
That's right.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Woo!
That's right.
My
Kumbaya.
God. Kumbaya, right here in this city.
That's right.
They sung to those clouds that were UFOs. Kumbaya, my Lord. Come down here and get us. How long we gotta suffer? 400 years? You gotta suffer.
That's right.
Kumbaya is an ancient Hebrew song to them chariots, come and get us.
That's right.
Oh, they coming now. They coming. And we're the seers. We see what don't nobody see, and they don't believe it because they're not of us. We have a different language, a different energy, a different spirit, everything about us. And now when we come in line to who we are, that's when things change.
That's
this
it.
was our punishment. You were only brought here to be punished, and now that time is up.
That's
So
it.
now we're going to witness.
They gotta let us go.
Listen, if they don't want to let us go, we're going to have fun. He's going to show off. We're going to show off. I promise you. It doesn't happen before. What? He said, I made you a God, Moses. I said, Moses, I made you a God to them.
That's right.
He said, presentation. He going to show off. Let him show off. Please show off. We ain't going to do nothing but sit down and chill and play some spades or something.
Until you get done.
That's right. That's right. He going to put superpowers on some of us. You going to have your way.
That's right.
We them people, y'all.
That's right.
The blood of our God. The blood of our Jesus Christ.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.